Hey, kids, and welcome to our podcast.
Where it's just two girls just talking about being bros.
Honestly, welcome back.
New week.
New us, baby.
Heck yeah, guys.
Every week.
Oh, you just touched feet. You can't see that.
It really is a new week. If Victory's touching feet with me, you know it's a different Victory.
Well, welcome back, everybody. How's it going? How have you been?
I've been doing great. Thanks for asking.
That's great to know. I'm so happy to hear that you've been doing great.
Really? It's actually really funny because for the past, what day is it today? Today? Wednesday. We've seen each other. So today, Thursday.
Oh, that's not how we count.
That's not how that goes. Wait, we saw each other last Thursday.
Yeah. Did you see him on Friday? What did I do on Friday? You're asking. You're going through this.
We did see each other Friday.
We did, but I don't remember. Birdwatch. We went birdwatching. So check that out. Right
that
now.
video is out now, live.
Yeah.
Bird watching, and then we saw each other Saturday.
Why?
For Nasi's birthday.
Yep.
And then did we see each other Sunday?
No, I don't think so. No, Sunday I went to my aunt's, so I didn't see you.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
That feels wrong.
I know it does.
Not at all? We didn't see each other at all Sunday?
I don't think so.
Either way, we then saw each other Monday, Tuesday also, and then now Wednesday. And today's the first time we got to be in the car together alone. Oh, never mind, Friday. But whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's like we're
either way, it was just like we saw each other so much and we never had any one-on-one time. So it's good. It's good to be back in the studio.
Yeah, because like I felt like even though I saw her so much, I didn't see her at all. Because I mean, to be fair, like most of the hours that we saw each other, we were dancing our buns off. They say.
Our buns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What can I say? We're getting busy. We're getting back into the showbiz. We have some performances coming up.
Exactly.
So we've been dancing, our traditional Ukrainian dance. Shout out to our instructor if you're watching this. You know who you are.
Literally.
My favorite part though is like we're back at dancing and just genuinely though, we're such troublemakers.
Yeah.
Together,
yeah.
Separate, I could do enough trouble on my own, but together, I bring out the troublemaker side in you. Yeah. What can I say except Victory's the class favorite right now? It's fine. I'll get over it.
It's hard.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be someone's favorite for once?
It's a new feeling.
I know.
I'll take it.
I know it is for you.
What's it called? I had no transition. I had
you
no
just
transition.
Stopped the conversation.
I knew I messed up, but then I stopped, and then I was just, it's too late because I killed it. But I should. Why did I?
You murdered it.
In my head, I was like, why did I kill it? Sorry, continue.
Yeah,
pretend
it's
that
fine.
it happened.
It's fine. So we've been dancing, so we're sore. So let's just get into song of the week.
Okay.
Because Victory has to ruin everything. Might as well just hop right into it.
I don't know why I did that. Like I don't like the second I did it, I was like, why did I do that? There's literally no point of doing that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
really
guys.
Isn't.
I'm so sorry, and I'm also. This is my. I did formal apology for last week's podcast when I literally tapped the mic a million times and the stand and you can hear it. I am so sorry. I will try to not do that this week. And I hope the audio is sounding better. I got some tips from my uncle, so shout out.
Shout out, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go first. So my song of the week is Take My Breath by The Weeknd. It's a bop.
Oh, yes.
He did it again. He did it with Save Your Tears. And he did again with Take My Breath.
Weeknd?
He's hitting it.
He's really good.
He's hitting the spot right now. He's doing some good music stuff. I'm excited for him.
I bought tickets.
You did?
Yeah, I bought Augustus and I bought a ticket.
Oh.
Impulsively.
Oh. That's nice. I'm glad you and Augustus are going to a concert. That's nice.
Oh, do you want to go? I couldn't remember.
It's fine. I'm busy that day.
Well, I mean, it's next April, so there's lots of time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Because I said I'd buy for his birthday.
And for my birthday, what'd you get me?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Point
I remember.
proof.
I remember. The earrings.
Seal?
Huh?
What's the point proof? Oh, point proof analysis.
What's seal? I was like, why is she talking about like a seal?
Because it's signed, sealed, delivered. That's
the
thing. That's why I was like, this feels wrong.
Well, if you want to cop one, go ahead.
Don't talk to me.
We got nice nosebleeds, so I can guarantee you they're not sold out. And who knows if we're gonna get a refund or not? Stay tuned.
But
hopefully not.
You never know nowadays.
Oh, this leads into my song of the week because I have a sidebar from this. So I'll say my song of the week first, and I'll go on talking about it. My song of the week is "Father Stretch My Hands" Part 1 by Kanye West. Guys, so as we said earlier, we went to Nasi's party this past weekend, and we were sitting at like the table, and then I don't know how it came about, but somehow Oresta, shout out, I think she talked about the song All of the Lights, Kanye West, And then I was like, oh, that's a bop. I haven't heard that in so long. And they played it on Spotify. And I'm like, yo, like, Fergie's in this. It just said Kanye on Spotify. But I was like, I know for a fact Fergie's in this. I, like, remember the line, credit card decline. I don't know why that's in my head in her voice. I just remember that. And then she was in that. Side note. But then I started thinking about the time when I saw Kanye live and I heard that song live, and I straight up, Roxanne is the only one to witness this, but I almost started bawling my eyes out at the dinner table of how much, in front of everyone, like, this was
literally, I turned to her, I was like, are you okay? Like, where's this coming from?
I just was thinking of hearing that song live, and I was just bringing back, like, the feels, and I was like, oh, to be there again, and I literally, there was tears in my eyes, like, give me 2 more minutes. If I couldn't control myself, I would literally be crying at, like, a birthday party around, like, so many people.
And for just over a song.
Just over a song. I'm so like that because it's related to like a memory, right?
Yeah, but I can't believe that I ever thought I was more emotional than you. You're out here getting triggered by songs, like
literally
crying about concerts.
Yeah, that's like
I at least cry about real life problems.
No, literally,
like
and then
tests.
That whole situation. 2 types of people. That whole thing just reminded me about like Kanye. And I'm going to preface, I think this is before on the podcast, but he's one of my favorite music artists. I cannot stand behind and support some of the things he's said and done in his past. Like, as a person, you know, I can't really, I'm not going to comment on that. But music-wise, I think he's one of the best artists of all time, and what he's done for hip-hop and everything is just iconic, and I love his music. But then I remembered, so then that triggered me remembering about Kanye, and I rediscovered. I started listening to again the Life of Pablo album, which is one of my favorites, probably my second favorite after Graduation, or tied for first. So I've been listening to it non-stop. Like, it's the only thing, like, that album, like, if I was seeing my weekly Spotify this week, it would probably just all be Kanye. That album just has been on repeat. It is such a good album, and then that song that I chose from it for today's song of the week.
Y'all have to play on the
I chose it specifically because it was the opening song of the concert. So picture this, POV.
Okay.
So I've been a big fan of Kanye probably since, I think, 9th grade is when I started listening to his music.
Okay.
And then I think he came on his Yeezus tour, and I didn't go to that because I was, like, too young. You know, my parents aren't really a fan of him, which I'm like, you know, fair enough. But finally, and it was really expensive. I was a poor little high school kid at the time, and my parents were not going to pay for me to go see Kanye West. But he had his Life of Pablo tour. So then my aunt, she comes up to me, she's like, a Victory. She, at the time, the company she worked for had, like, a box seat at the...
Well, you're doing the point of view.
Sorry, I know, but I need to backstory. Wait, I'm very sorry. Oh, not yet. Not POV, not yet.
Oh, okay,
POV, pause, POV. Okay. This is backstory time. Victor,
okay.
You know, Victor has a problem with this. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to go through it quick.
Okay.
So, POV. Kanye's coming to town.
Yep.
The Life of Pablo tour. I look at the tickets, too expensive. My parents were going to buy me for them. I'm like, I guess I'm not going. I remember this coming out of my grandparents' house. My aunt, she comes and she goes, hey, I got the box for Kanye. Do you want to go with, like, whatever, my cousins? And I was like,
heck yeah,
you're
baby.
kidding. Like, this, I remember that. I was like, oh my God, yes. Being, like, such a huge fan of his music for, like, 4 years. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm finally going to see Kanye. Like, it's crazy. And, you know me, I love my concerts. That was like, the year where I was, like, really... I remember that year I saw all my favorite artists in, like, 1 year. It was so... Well, my favorite artists at the time. They're still my favorite artists, but, like, I have more favorite artists now, like BTS and LMA and everyone. So.
I understand.
But, like, I remember I went to Chance, then I went to Bryson Tiller, then I went to Drake, and then it ended off with Kanye. So I was like, the only one I'm missing is Kanye, and I was so sad I wasn't going. Then when she told me I had tickets, and I was like,
hooray!
Yes! So I went. Also, remember that concert? He took his sweet time. He took his very, very, very sweet time.
It's like, no biggie, just
like
a concert.
But I was like, you know, for Kanye, I'll respect that. I won't respect that, but I'll be like, fine, I'll wait. And I remember the opening song. So this was the tour where he had the floating stage. Remember that was like, I don't know if he was the first to do it or what. I don't know. It was a big deal or whatever. But that was the first one. So POV.
Okay.
You're in the box. You probably waited about 3 freaking hours for Kanye to come. He's like an hour late after what he said he was going to do. But I think, side note, POV pauses. Okay. I think it was because they're waiting for Drake. He was supposed to come show up.
I understand.
Nope, I lied. This was the other way. I'm getting them confused. It was when Drake concert, he was also late because he was waiting for Kanye to show up. And then Kanye didn't end up showing up. It came the next day when I wasn't there. But anyways, side note, Kanye also took long. Whatever. Sorry, POV back. That was so pointless. You're sitting on your seat. You're waiting for the concert to start. The lights go off. This song starts playing. The beat drops. Kanye comes out on the stage, the lights turns on. Oh, I get goosebumps and chills thinking about it. When you hear the song, you'll know what I mean. Like, when it drops, when it changes, that's when the lights came on and the concert started, the stage was flying. Oh, I could cry. I could cry. I won't. I could. I just want you to know I could cry right now thinking about Kanye West concert starting. Okay, I could. I think I did cry when he almost came out.
I could, but I won't.
Yeah. But that was the the opening song, so that just brings me back to like that concert. One of the best I've ever been to, just because I knew almost every single song too.
Makes sense. Yeah, that would do it for you.
That's my little behind the scenes of that song.
Nice. I've never heard it, so I can't confirm or deny.
Mm-hmm.
Is Life of Pablo the album that Ooh, what's that song? Easy. Just over jump man. Facts.
Yeah, that's the one.
I can never hear the version that we used to know.
There was I don't know where it went, because he did an original version, the one that he dropped it on New Year's. I remember this.
Yeah.
And then the one on the album is another version of it.
Yeah, and I can never find the old version, which is so sad. I love that song.
Yeah, the old version was better.
Literally, I remember in grade 12, I think it dropped in grade 12, right?
2016 is when
so grade 12. And I remember, like, I was obsessed with that song. Like, I knew all the lyrics.
Yeah, I remember you were like...
loved it. I could sing... Like, I would just sing it off by heart. Mm-hmm. And then, I remember it's because for our high school, I think it's like most high schools in our area, like, at the end of school, exams and everything, we would always go to, like, Wasaga Beach. It was this big thing. And I ended up going with my friends. And I just remember one night we, like, ran into strangers. And someone thought that they could out-sing Facts. And I was like, excuse you? And then I destroyed them, and they were embarrassed. And I was like, as you should be. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, oh, that's not the version I know. And I was like, please.
Weak.
Please, that's the reason.
Yeah.
So that just made me realize, because I was like, because he started saying something else, and I was like, incorrect. But I mean, I was like, I guess. But he didn't even remember the lyrics to the new one. So I was like, you're still a fake.
Yeah.
You're a fraud. It's a
fraud.
Get out of here. Get out of my face.
Fraud watch. Yeah, I wish the original was on it, but I mean, whatever. I don't know. He did it for a reason.
Yeah.
But that album is so good. It's like one of my top 2.
There's another song on that album I can't remember that I enjoyed.
Ultralight beam.
Oh yeah, that one.
Ultralight beam. This is a God dream. This is a God dream. Yeah. And the way oh my God, I could go on. We're gonna have to do a whole podcast where we talk about our favorite albums.
It's gonna be you.
Me? You can talk about your Justin Bieber album. How you love it.
Yeah, fair. Side note. So many fakes in this world. So was my friend Elise, shout out. And then we were just hanging out, and then her other friends came over. And I was like, I love Justin Bieber. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what would be the best album of Justin Bieber's? And I said Purpose. Naturally. Mm-hmm. It was a really strong comeback. Don't get me wrong, he's got some
I could get behind that. Yeah.
Some bangers, but he's like, I feel like with that album, just top notch.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, Justice was not bad, but I don't know, whatever. But I was like, Purpose, and someone was like, I agree, and I was like, no way. What's your favorite song on Purpose? And then they were like, I don't know, and I was like, excuse you? It's easy. Sorry. And then they were like, oh, I don't really know the album that well. And I was like, so why are we sitting here discussing that Purpose is the best Justin Bieber album?
See, I could see, it was the conversation more like, okay, I'm going to say, because like, if that person's saying that's one of the greatest albums, like their favorite, I guess, of all time, like how do you not know a song off of it? But are they just saying like, oh, like, it's Justin Bieber's best album?
Yeah, but then how do you not know anything? How are you going to say that it's his best one? Because he has so many iconic songs from each one of his albums. So it's kind of like...
If you're going to argue something's the best, you probably should know. But, like, I get it.
Or at least have a favorite. I'm not even saying what you think the best one is, but at least have your own personal favorite.
Because honestly, I kind of agree with you based on what I remember, but I don't really remember anything that's on there other than Trust. For some reason, that's the one that's sticking in my head right now.
Well, he's got
Sorry. And when you said
Purpose, Sorry.
I don't really know Purpose, but I would agree, but because I remember I used to listen to the album like crazy, and I remember it was really good, but I can't remember specific songs.
You used to love Children.
There. See, now you say it's coming back.
The Feeling with Halsey.
There we go. They're all coming back now.
I think Binyu's on Purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Okay, they're all coming back now, but like when you initially said that, I was like, I agree with you, changes, but not Purpose. But I was like, wait, I don't actually. I can't recall off the top of my head. But then that's because I'm Like, Justin Bieber is my favorite artist of all time.
But still, though.
But I get what you mean. You shouldn't at least. Yeah, no, I get it.
And I was like,
I get it.
Okay, I was like, if you're gonna have a conversation about Justin Bieber, let's at least have some background knowledge. But because I was saying, because like that album I felt was the most like fluid, as in like all the songs made sense together, versus like Changes was good. And he's got some bangers on there.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more like a...
It's just like Yummy really stuck out from the rest of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, random, but whatever. And then with Justice, I was confused because he named it Justice.
Yeah.
And then he literally has an MLK interlude. And like he has, in the beginning of the first song, I think it's Too Much. He has like a part of like, I think an MLK speech or something. But the whole album is dedicated to Hailey Bieber.
Yeah, that one was confusing.
And then why is it called Justice?
If you're gonna do like a theme like that, you keep it throughout the whole album.
Yeah, so I didn't enjoy that. Although the album I do like a lot of the songs, and like they're some of my newest favorites. But so I gotta say, so that's just.
I love when an album flows. Oof.
Yeah.
Like not even that they all. I guess they all do follow like some sort of theme. But, like, I just, like, when it flows musically, because I spoke about this before, but I'm not someone who pays attention to lyrics. Like, I could not tell you what half the songs I listen to are about, because I don't listen to lyrics.
Well, I can tell you what the lyrics are, but I can't tell you what the song's about. I just sing along.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's what I do.
Like, I mean, when it flows, like flows musically, too. Like, it just all blends.
Yeah.
That's what I look for.
I just said it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all I ask for. But last week, so my song of the week last week was Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I really like that song.
That's a really good song.
Because like at first it's one thing, and then like she switches it up to the second half, and I think it's really good. But
yeah, it reminds me of like Disney.
Under fire now.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so...
all sorts of things.
I don't know. I'm so behind. That's what I'm telling you. You're the pop culture of this podcast. I don't know anything.
It's not just that. You've probably seen it. You probably just don't remember it. I just store all these useless things in my head. I have so many useless facts in my brain. Like, it's ridiculous. And useful facts. Don't come at me. It's just like... things that whenever something appears to me, I'll remember it. But if something never shows up in front of me, I will never learn it. You know, like for the 50 states of America, I've never been privy to this information. We never learned about it, but it's like other useless things have come up more often. So obviously I remember it, but what can I say? I'm going to become one of those drama podcast or like the popular news, pop culture news channels. I'm going to do it. I'd be the best at it.
You literally would.
I've got great memory.
You'd hype it up. You would know all the stuff.
Yeah,
time. You're down with the guys.
That was my code.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
But yeah.
Have you ever had Tums?
No, I don't think so.
Had them once. Do they really work? Antacids? Or that's what they are?
Here's a question. We just went through something.
Yeah.
You just said, have you ever had Tums to me? And then I said no. And then you said I had them once. And then you say, do they really work? Shouldn't I be asking you that?
Yeah, I don't remember it so long ago. And then I'm like, does this science work? Then I backed my point up. I answered my own question. I said they're antacids, so they must do something. Don't worry.
Well, they could do something, but if they work...
Yeah. I don't know. I can't recall.
You didn't ask what they do.
They like soothe your tummy when you have tummy problems.
Yeah, I think they're basic. So then when your stomach's acidic, they neutralize.
Yeah. I
think something like that. I don't know. The weirdest part is that I have random bits of biology in my head and physics. It's weird.
That's something useful.
I on the daily forget that I did physics as a major. On the daily. And I'm stunned by it sometimes. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I can do math. Isn't that weird?
It's really weird because I can't. And like everyone, like other than you, not everyone, like my close family, like no one in my family can. So like it's not a normal thing to be good at math or to do math or to enjoy math. That's a strange concept.
And it's so funny. I think literally someone told me like that they would never guess that physics and math were stuff that I studied in university. And I was like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I was so different from everyone else in my program. Like they all like. We're talking about stars and stuff, and I was sitting here, I'm talking about celebrity, like those kind of stars.
So interesting to do. We should do a thing. I don't know how to do it, but if we go in the public and just be like, what major? But I feel like people need to kind of know us to guess. Like what made? Because I feel like
just go off of judgment.
Judgment.
Let them judge us.
I would POV. We'd never met each other.
Okay.
This is the first time doing a podcast.
I think you would do archaeology.
That's my dream.
So why didn't you do it?
I don't know. Well, no, not like my dream, but like it was something I always wanted to do when I was younger. Or like paleontology with dinosaurs.
Do it.
I know. They just switched. So I never just got it. I don't know why. Never.
It's never too late.
But like it's always something I thought about.
No way. That's crazy. You do look like an archaeologist.
Thanks.
What about me?
See, the problem is I don't know many majors. I would say something. Okay, well, I'm leaning towards 2. Give me a minute. I'm processing. I'm thinking. Okay, don't speak. Okay, don't make my. Okay, I'm gonna think out loud, guys, so you can hear my thinking. So I'm looking at Roxanne. I'm thinking either political sciences or something psychology. I'm leaning psychology. Psychology. Something in that. Psychology, sociology, something in that. I don't know.
I took a few courses in that.
You did, yeah.
I'm actually surprised, considering I was a physics major and a math minor and an education minor. I took a lot of courses outside of that. Like I took an immunology course, a physiology course, so that's bio, and then I took psychology, just intro, and then I took cognitive psychology, which I'm not gonna lie, these courses are pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's what you take.
And then I took sociology, and then just intro to sociology, and then sociology of crime and deviance, and then I took sociology of culture. No, that course was horrible. Not fun. And I took Italian.
I guess it
weird.
Yeah. Same with me though, because like I did business, and then I took. There was a time where I thought I was gonna do like a political minor, so I took a lot of politics courses. None of them stuck in my brain. Let me tell you that. Let me make that clear. And then I took a lot of music courses too.
That would do it.
But just because they're interesting.
That's what that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, if a lot of the courses I took were interesting. None of them were the physics courses. Those are just brutal. Like literally, I think back. Like I was talking to my childhood best friend. Actually, surprise. Victory's not my childhood best friend. Shocker. It was a girl who lives on my street, and we are born 6 days apart, which is crazy. She's 6 days older than me. What are the odds? But yeah, so then I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, school's brutal. And she was like, aren't you like good at it? And I was like, yeah, but it was like, it literally like destroyed me to a pulp. Like I was like, especially the physics. The other courses, listen, like they were kind of interesting. So it's like learning about them wasn't bad. But the physics, brutal. It's all
about like, it's not
brutal.
Like, for example, I for one love school. I love everything about school. I love learning. I literally love school. I love doing work. I love doing homework. I love, for the most part, the problem where it gets, it's like I love school overall. But I'm telling, like, did I enjoy 1 minute of doing a finance course? Was it absolutely horrible? Did I hate everything about it? Absolutely. It's very much dependent, like. Actually, there was some courses that I hated, but it's also dependent on the professor. But like, I'm just saying, like overall, I'm someone who enjoys school, but I still had the worst time of my life taking finance. Like, don't get me wrong, like it was absolutely awful. But
sorry, I keep hitting this thing.
That's fine.
But it happens. But I don't know. I just think back. I used to take a full course load. Yeah. So picture this. I took a full course load in second year. Then we danced 3 days a week. If not, we sometimes had 4. Yeah. So 3 days a week, sometimes 4. I taught another day of dancing. I was tutoring. And then obviously just my own personal responsibilities. Yeah. How I was not on the brink. Well, actually, I did have to stop. We stopped podcasting for a little bit because I was like, okay, like I'm like literally. But like still, even brutal. That, like, how are you like? Yeah, it's how was I managing? It's weird for me to think about because like, and then the 4th year was the worst year yet. Literally, I would go to school at 11 a.m., come home 11 p.m., and like my family like barely saw me. But I was insane. Like, listen, I just lived at the library, and then now it's like. It's complete opposite. It's completely cut off, and I was like, "Damn."
I feel like I did it gradually. I started full, and then I was like, "No." Then I was like, "Less and less and less and less and less." But whatever works for off the press the entire time. That's my biggest regret was taking a full course load first year. But whatever, you can't do anything. You took
more than a full course load in first year.
I don't know why they recommend. They changed their thing now.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
I know. I don't understand why they did that.
It was required of you to take 6 courses. That's ridiculous. That's
technically it's not required. Like you can space it out, but no one tells you that you can space it out and you don't have to finish like the program in 4 years. You know, because it's just based on.
Well, no, I know. But if you were planning on finishing your degree in 4 years, which is which is you sign up for a 4-year program.
Then you have to take
then you have to take 6, which is absurd. It's absurd. 5 is a full course load, and like for a 4-year degree, you get your honors. It's supposed to be 20 credits or whatever. In your case, 40, depending how you count them, and you get it done with a full course load. If you want to finish sooner, you can take 6 courses. Yeah, but 5 is like that's your full. That's ridiculous for them to.
It was
that's
so
like
bad.
what they do to engineers at my school. So it's like
it was so awful.
It happens.
I hated every minute. Like that made it almost school and almost unenjoyable. And just because it's a transition year, you're gonna throw that people who probably haven't done anything in high school compared to what they have to do in university, and you're gonna throw 6 courses at them in the first time. Crazy. I think back to that sometimes, and I'm like, God, I don't know how I was functioning. I could barely handle 3 courses when I was taking 3.
Yo, literally, I'm taking like 1 summer school, and I'm like, 1 summer school and working, and I'm just like, hello, can I help you?
School probs. No.
Dude, my stomach's going ham. I apologize. We ate right before this, so it's digesting.
And we are doing intense cardio and less than an hour.
It's woohoo! But let us know if you guys want us to do a school podcast. Actually, I don't know how old everyone, because we can do like tips and tricks on what we learned from university.
With questions, we can put out some question things. If you have any questions, that'd be fun.
Because I feel like we got a lot, and I feel like we're 2 different sides. So I think it'll be a good. We'll hit everything. But because I was like talking about school, but it's really weird how much school was my life. For literally like that was the number one thing.
That's your job.
Yeah, but like that was just like pretty much like the only thing I had going on, and then like everything else was just like kind of like side pieces. So now it's like as I'm kind of transitioning, because like I'm still doing my master's, but it's so much less. But like now I'm kind of like
it's like oh shoot, wait.
Now it's like work.
Yeah.
Like I'm like tutoring and stuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's a whole new realm.
Ball game, yeah.
But I mean, what can I say?
Yeah,
I handle my own.
We should do a school podcast. That'll be fun. Let us know if you guys want to see that. That'd be useful for you, school guys. If you think that'll be useful, that could be fun though. Yeah, school themed. We can maybe find questions if no one asks us any. But yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah, do you have your fashion faux pas for the week,
guys? It's segment time. Fashion faux pas.
I thought she'd be freaking done with that.
Where Victory
after the past like 3
takes her interesting fashion choices and Roxanne rates them.
Side note though, so from last podcast where her horse shirt. So I took that and like I put it on, and the sleeves just aren't it for me. I'm not going to describe what I look like in it, because I just feel like it's not what the people want. But anyways, so I like cut off the sleeves, so it's just like a kind of like a muscle tee, I guess, like what the definition is. And like so I wore it one time when I was out, and I went to the bank, and then I was coming home, and one of my neighbors I ran into one of my neighbors. And like we talked for like an hour, and just like at one point she did reference my horse shirt. Not in like a like she's bringing attention to it, but it was just like for like she was using the horse for example for something. Yeah. And I was just like, I look so muscular in this shirt. She's probably like, what is up with it? Like, what's this girl doing that like she just looks crazy jacked? It really is. It's a statement piece. And I stated a lot of things that day. Yeah. And then literally after that, I went inside, and then I was like taking out the garbage, and I ran into another neighbor, and she was like, oh. And like I just look so intense with it. She's like, oh wow, like it looks like you work out. And like she's like you going to the gym? I was like, no.
I love that.
So a side note, this piece is actually from Victory too. Yeah. So
guys, I buy so much stuff. It is actually not okay. I don't even know. I've gotten better now, but I guess I was like intense back in the day, because I literally go through my closet every couple of months, and I have bags and bags of clothes.
Yeah, you have so much
like
clothes.
It's insane.
I don't even know where you keep half of that stuff to begin with. But I got some nice pieces from her, so stay tuned if you guys will see them.
Maybe you'll want this when I'm done with it in a couple years. Probably not.
Okay, let's get this over with before I.
Okay, Roxanne, close them peepers.
Okay, I'm not a cheater.
No.
Do you have it on you already?
No.
Oh,
it's beside my chair. I sneaked it in again.
How did you do this?
You do it in plain sight. They never notice.
Literally. I mean, to be fair, I was probably busy setting up.
Yeah. Okay, don't look at.
Okay, based on the sound, I'm gonna guess something on her hair.
They want to show the
or
camera?
Something on her neck.
I'm just gonna push this in.
Oh, I forgot to bring something for dancing. Our instructor wanted us to. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Dance instructor.
This is it. It looks actually really bad on camera, and
it's something to do with a headpiece.
But that's okay.
Can I look?
Okay, ready? So what we have here is, I forget what are they called. It's called something when it's just the arm sweater.
Ugly. That's what it's called.
Oh,
what is that?
It's an arm sweater. It's like super cropped. It's called something. Shoot, what are they called? My God, I forgot what Are you soaking it in?
I wish I didn't have to. Why?
Super cropped.
Why don't you just wear a sweater?
A shoulder sweater, maybe? Arm sweater? I think
my stomach's going ham. I apologize.
What
is that?
It's a crop sweater. So I wouldn't really wear it with this. I'd wear it with a tank top, put this over, and then like leggings. It's perfect because like when I'm downstairs in the basement and it's summertime and it's cold in my basement, but I'm wearing my tank top and shorts because it's hot out. You put this over, you're warm because it warms up everything in your skin that's exposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now picture this.
Yeah.
Instead of wearing that,
yeah,
you put on a regular sweater.
Too hot. It insulates everything. There's aeration. Got lots of aeration here. It's not as hot, but it keeps you warm enough.
It's not aeration. There's a lack of clothing.
Yeah.
So why don't you just, I don't know, picture this.
Yeah.
Wear a sweater without a tank top underneath.
I don't want that. Because then no.
Because then what?
Why would I wear one thing underneath my sweater?
You've never done that?
Not really.
That's my go-to. I literally just wear my hoodie.
Because it's too hot. Then when I go upstairs, I'm going to have to take off my sweater, then re-put on my tank top, and then to go outside. This way I'm wearing my tank top, and then I can put a sweater on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
warning you, if you wear that in front of me, you will be roasted severely.
I was going to make it my dancing sweater come the winter. Will I get too judged? Will I get kicked out?
I will kick you out. I don't know about anyone else, but
this
okay.
I have to give it to you. This one does look a little bit stupid, but I didn't want to spend like $40 on it. So this was on sale at like H&M for like $15. So I was like, okay. So this one does look a little stupid than the rest of them, but
I guess maybe I'd have to see it with a tank top, although I will argue no. So on my rating, 6 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Pretty useless. The color's nice and the style, except for the part that is missing half the sweater. The most important part of the sweater. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. I don't see its practicality. I think it's more of you are just excited for no reason than actually good quality. Good
I've like
content.
been seeing these because they were like trendy. I think they started like a couple months ago, right?
Seen them around.
So they kind of like died down, then they're kind of back now, which I kind of get why, because like I said, like you can keep the tank top on, you put it on when you're in AC, and then you take it. It works.
Sweater. Mm-hmm.
But like I saw them before, and I'm like, those are the stupidest things ever. But there's something that always kind of attracted me to them. It's something that I always wanted one. So then I saw a cheap one at H&M. I was like, I'll buy it.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see how that goes for you. How that works out.
I can recognize it's pretty stupid, but. I mean, it's been working for me. It's pretty convenient.
You've been wearing it?
Well, yeah, like in my basement. I've snapped you many times before in it, but...
How was I supposed to know?
I made sure you didn't see it, because I had to keep it for the segment.
Interesting.
Yeah. Should I wear it the rest now?
My best friend hides things from me. Interesting.
And now, see, the problem with this segment is, like the horse shirt, I wore it the whole podcast, and I look so stupid in it.
But this doesn't look great on camera.
Whatever. We're in too deep now.
We're in too deep. It happens. I mean... What?
Speaking about segments.
We're
gonna have a fun time today. Speaking about segments, we should bring back Love to Hate. Okay. And I have one that works for both of us. We're never gonna get a sponsor from them.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, maybe they can take this criticism or critiques, not
and
criticism.
Take it,
What's it called? Critiques.
Well,
and
same thing.
Fix their product.
Yeah.
The ChromeBooks.
Stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is might be the worst invention of a laptop version out there.
That guy's that's all indoors. That's all indoors.
You're having a party in there?
I am having a party. I'm having a blast. But yeah, no, ChromeBooks literally might just be the stupidest thing of all time. Like, who?
I get the idea of them. I get the idea that like you open it up, you already log into your Google account. I get the idea. Where I have the issue is why can we not have a normal desktop setup, like where you can drag stuff on your desktop, where you can download stuff? Why are we only, I get it, you're only keeping it to Google because they don't want you to get like Microsoft Word and all that stuff because it's a Google product. I get it, but it's stupid. Yeah. Because who needs that? Everyone, it's just so stupid. Like, I can't stand the fact that you don't have a desktop, and I get like you want to have just the Google products, but still, like, okay, Microsoft, everyone uses Microsoft. Like, it's still a more companies are transitioning to Google stuff, but you still want to have that stuff on backup. And the main thing that bothers me is that, like, when you download a picture, you don't have anywhere to put it. It goes to your. That's so stupid to me. Yeah, and not just that. It's literally like, well, even MacBooks where like they have their own like versions of like PowerPoint and like Microsoft Word, whatever. But it's literally like I can still download stuff. It blows my mind. I don't know what they're doing over there, but it's literally like, it's so inconvenient. Like I would never, like, I have that one as a work laptop. I just log in on my thing because I'm like, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's such more of a hassle. It's I can't. It blows my mind. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. It's just annoying to use. Even my dad, he was looking at. Excuse me. I thought I had a coffee right before this. It's crazy. My dad was looking at computers, and then like, so they did like the Chromebook version, like laptop, but like as a computer. And my dad was like, "This is so stupid." He's like, "I can't do anything with it. Like, it's like this. Like, what you get is what you have. You can't like do anything else with it." He's like, "Why would anyone want this? Like, the whole point of a computer is so that you can add things to it and do whatever you need to do. You can download apps and stuff, even regardless from Microsoft. You can download other stuff. Yeah. And this, so you literally can download anything. You have to stay all on Google. It's so dumb. So annoying. Like, and I don't get why it works so hard. And like, because there's other. It's not like the MacBook's the only thing on the market and it's so expensive. There's other like Dell and HP and alternatives that are probably in similar price range as a Chromebook. Yeah. Where you could use Google when you download the freaking Chrome extension. I don't know. It's all too much for me. You know? I hate it. What do they want from me? And same with like MacBooks. Like, they literally have Safari, but then you can still download Google Chrome. And whatever you want. So it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I hope they die off. You know what else I hate? What? I just hate the build of it. Like, I don't know if it's the mouse pad. I don't know if I'm so used to the Mac one, but I have to look at another one. But like the Google Chrome mouse pad, whatever, trackpad is especially annoying. What is it? It's the same trackpad, but like it's so hard to use, I find. I have to literally attach a mouse, but it might just be a Mac problem. MacBooks are different from everything else. One thing I do hate about the Chromebook is that there's no caps lock button. Instead, they have a search button. So like, you know, they took out the caps lock, and so the whole keyboard's the same. So my dad would not survive without a caps lock button. My dad only types in caps. Yeah. So every time me being programmed, because every single keyboard on Earth has the caps lock button there. It's now I always go to press it, and then the search bar pops up to search something every time, and it messes up what I'm typing. So you have to shift and type? You have to click shift and then the letter to capitalize it. That's so annoying. That was I think that was a cherry on top. What a bad look from Chromebooks. That was what we cliffhanger last time. What we hate was the Chromebook, and that's what made me bring it up to Roxanne, was the fact that I kept going to caps lock and it kept bringing up the search bar and then like messing up everything I was typing, and it pissed me off. And I was like, that's a cherry on top. I'm surprised they made it this far. I got to be honest. Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, my dad got like a little laptop, and it was I'm pretty sure a Chromebook, and like it was pretty stupid. So I'm just like, how did it last that long? Yeah, I don't know how they've survived this long, and let's hope and I pray that they don't survive much longer. I'm trying to remember. Also, okay, never mind, you go. No, because I'm trying to remember, because I actually think that the last place I worked, where I did my last internship at, I'm pretty sure they all transitioned to Chromebooks, but it wasn't the same one that I have right now. But I don't think you could still download things. But it was still so stupid. But I don't know if they've like improved it, so it's not like the older version that I have that's as bad. But like you still can't download. But like, the part that gets me is literally like you can do everything you do with a Chromebook on any other laptop. So it's literally like just get a different laptop. And then in the same price range too. It's not like that Chromebook is astronomically lower that everyone's like, okay. So I don't know, but there's something I wanted to say. I can't remember now. Oh, sorry. Damn. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's something to do with
No idea anymore. Damn, that sucks. I wanted to say something. I can't remember. I mean, it happens.
Yeah. That was our... Let us know if you want a tech review podcast.
Can you imagine me attempt to like review technology seriously?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. I remember when I was looking for laptops. Because side note, I only got a laptop halfway through first year, so I don't know how I survived first semester, first year without a laptop. Like it was literally like we all shared a computer, like just like the desktop, and I was like, okay, weird. But I remember we were like looking for laptops or whatever. Like I was just kind of like looking to see like there's certain things that I wanted in a laptop, and then like obviously the price was important. And I just remember I think I went to Best Buy or something, and someone like came up to me and they were like, oh, what are you looking for? Like blah, blah, and they were like trying to sell me on this like blue laptop, and I was like, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not that stupid. Like I'm not stupid enough to know that this like $250 laptop that's the size of a regular laptop isn't great. But they kept trying to sell me on it. I was like, oh no, like I need more storage. And they were like, oh, you can buy a external hard drive. And I was like, okay, but like, how do I explain? I know that this processor isn't good. Like I know this isn't a high quality laptop. And I was like, leave me alone. And they were trying to like give me discounts on it. I was like, bro, like I can't, like I'd rather invest in a better laptop. Like, yeah. Jeez, but it's funny because the first laptop I bought ended up being so heavy. I used to carry that thing with me everywhere.
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks right now.
It was massive, and I remember
you didn't have that.
I still had that laptop when I had it when I fainted in third year because I only got this one summer fourth year.
This is recent.
Yeah, and like already this one's so much better. The other one just like it would give out on me sometimes. I'm like cool. It would like update randomly and like for like hours. I'm like cool. And I remember lugging that thing around was so heavy, and like it was like physically huge. So putting in my backpack, I like touched it. That's okay. It's my microphone. Putting in my backpack was like impossible because it was so big. I remember this now. Yeah, and then I'll just never forget. Like I had like a whole bunch of textbooks, and then when I fainted on the subway, like someone lifted up my backpack, and they're like, "No wonder you passed out." And I was like, "50% of this is my laptop." Like it's my laptop. I forgot about that. Wow. I think that's why I have such strong back muscles, literally because I was carrying this friggin' monstrosity with me everywhere I went.
Yeah, what's it called? I'm such a like. I know it's controversial, but the MacBook is like, it's so perfect for me. Like my brother makes fun of me all the time because it's like based on like whatever the specs, it's like a piece of garbage. But like for someone like me who's not whatever doing intense gaming on it or, you know, doing whatever hardcore stuff that my brother looks at the specs for. I don't know why he says it's garbage, but I don't know. I can't tell you why. I don't know. I don't care now.
Don't quiz us.
It works to me. I just love, like and this one's new because we all know what happened with my old one. I spilled the matcha latte on it. Yeah. But if I didn't do that, it would have lasted for another like probably 5-7 years, and it would still be the same speed. That the thing I cannot stand about all like the we're never gonna get sponsored by anyone. Yeah, this podcast is like we're never gonna get sponsored by anyone. All the like HPs and like just all the other like brands, I feel like after 2 years they'll start getting slow and they'll start updating like slow updates. They'll just get slower, and I cannot stand that. I cannot stand waiting more than 20 seconds for my laptop to turn on. I know it's so sad, like it's a first world problem, but I absolutely hate that. I hate how they lose their speed. Like the MacBook, it never. Yeah,
unless you don't turn it off for a while, but that's any electronics. Yeah, you got to let them rest.
Like that's literally the only reason why I buy this, and I think I recommend it. Like for people like me who don't do like stuff, I know that it's not feasible for like some things, but like for what I do, it's perfectly fine, and that's why I highly recommend it. It's more money, but it will last you. Like you'll buy 3 in the time you'll buy one of these, unless you spill your matcha latte on it, because there's absolutely if there's no water resistance to this. Like my brother spills fish water all over his working like a charm. Well, I spill half a matcha latte on this, done.
Game over. What can I say? Do you know what's crazy? I literally got my first laptop halfway through first year, and then I got my first cell phone October of second year. Is that weird?
That's crazy.
It's so
I don't know how you did it.
I was just walking around campus without a cell phone.
That to me, I can't.
Like, what was I doing?
Crazy.
What a weirdo.
How did you survive?
I don't know. I did though. It's possible, but let me tell you, not great. Like
Not
now
ideal.
when my data doesn't work, I'm like,
Literally, it's like.
well, that's only because my internet at home is so spotty. Otherwise, I'd be chilling.
Wasn't data based on your service, not your internet?
No, yeah. But I mean, like, I need data. Because people are like, oh, like data. I don't really need data. And I was like, no, I do. Let me tell you. If anyone needs data, it's me. Like, the number of times that, like, our internet's given out and my brother comes up to me, he's like, I need to submit my problem set. Can I borrow your data? I'm like, for sure. Like, it's just... And, like, it's slowing down, so I might change plans, but I actually have to remember to do that. I can't forget.
Fun times.
It expires August 31st. What can I say?
I'll still never get over the fact when my what's it called? The one where you locked in. The long-term plan, whatever. The contract, there we go. When my contract expired, and then I was like, okay, what do I need? I was like looking into, I get an upgrade my phone, a new phone, and everything was so expensive, and I was like, yeah, forget that. So I'll just go on a month-by-month thing, so I'm not in a contract right now. But I remember to do that, like to change the plan, I had to book an appointment with like Bell. And then I remember, so I booked it because it was COVID time, so I had to book the appointment on the phone, and then they gave me the time slot when I could walk into the mall. So I got that. Go to the mall, and then I have an appointment with, I don't know, whatever, Jimmy. Yasu Jimmy!
Oh, we have to talk about that after this.
So I book an appointment with, I don't know, Jimmy on the phone, and then he's like, okay, come to the store, wherever 4 p.m. is our appointment, I'll be there. So I'm like, yeah, I have an appointment with Jimmy, whatever. We talked on the phone. I get to Jimmy. The first thing this man, he looks at me, and he's like, can I see your ID? Right away, and I was like, bro, Jimmy, we talked about like 20 minutes on the phone together. Like, you know, I'm obviously of age to be having a phone plan. Like why would we call?
What are you talking? Everyone nowadays has a cell phone, like,
that's
all
true,
kids.
but like,
so it's
I feel like their parents would call to make the plan. Like, the kid would never be the one.
But they want to make sure that they're not you're not setting up your parents.
He literally asked for my ID. Like, he's like, he like didn't even say hi. He just looked at me. He's like, can I see your ID? And I was like,
hilarious.
Bro,
I love that for you.
Come on. But anyways, he gave me my prepaid plan.
Trust me.
Told me the Samsung was too much. Guys, I might end up one year and I might have a Samsung, guys. Can you imagine? But I feel like I'd be the type that would get like so bored with it. That's why I want to keep my phone.
That's why I keep saying. I was like, don't do it, because also having your phone aligned like MacBook with iPhone is so
the
convenient.
AirDrop. Yeah.
One thing that's so AirDrop also, and then also you can copy things from your MacBook and paste it on your phone. Now you confirm this, so you have to sync it up.
Mine, I think,
or just sync it up better, because me and Nadia do it flawlessly. Yeah. So that was really cool. But side note, so speaking of Yasu Jimmy, we have to explain this.
Yeah.
So I think it was during COVID. During COVID, my sister, she kind of follows with the Dancing with the Stars people, and Peta Murgatroyd, so she's one of the professional dancers on Dancing with the Stars. She was in a movie, and it was called Faith, Hope, and Love. And my sister's like, you know what? Like, I really want to watch it. Like, blah, like, she's in it. Might as well watch it. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Like, because it's a movie based on, like, a true story. And she was like, you know what? Could be really good. And, like, why would this woman be in a bad movie? So we watched this movie. And I kid you not, when it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It genuinely, like, we finished watching it. And I was like, I can't believe we just watched a 2.5 hour long movie. Like, it felt like I just sat for 3 hours watching this movie. It was an hour and a half. Okay? And so, of course, it became iconic. I showed Nadia Victory just like the very beginning intro one time for Halloween when we were meeting up for a movie night. And I was like, this is one of the worst movies ever. Flash forward to a couple months ago, we were on a Zoom call, and Victory's brother, Augustus, he was like, guys, throw us a movie recommendation. And naturally, I, as a joke, recommended Faith, Hope, and Love. And then, you know what? I talked up so much that for Nasi's birthday, Nasi's like, I want to watch Faith, Hope, and Love together as a group. And we did. And it's literally iconic of how bad it is.
Guys, because like Roxanne's been talking about this. She always throws it in.
And I'm a critic. I'm someone who I can criticize most things. So like for them, they're probably like, how bad is this movie? It's just me overreacting. Me being just like the joking exaggeration type. Yeah. No,
guys.
This movie, it's so bad. I like there's so many parts that just don't make sense. The editing is weird. There's so much stock footage that you can just tell is stock footage. The casting is something to be desired. The plot itself, it's like, even though it's based on a true story, it's so made up. The script and the dialogue is so weak. It was hilarious. So we just had a fun time, like, just laughing at the movie because it was so bad. But
just the whole thing is hilarious because like, yeah, you've been like not hyping it up, but like you bring it up like a lot and being like it's so bad, and we're like, everyone's always like, okay, like, but how bad is it really? But like it's like she showed me the first 5 seconds and I could tell like, even like, it's just not, even not knowing it, I could tell it was like, okay, I cannot sit through and watch this. I would never, it's never something any of us would ever go and watch. Like, yeah, we hear you talk about how bad it is, but I'm not going to watch it for myself. So Nasty was like, perfect thing. She has a projector. She set up an outdoor movie theater, and for her birthday party, everyone's going to watch it. Which is just, side note, it's just hilarious. They were watching a PG, like, faith, hope, and love, religious, romantic dance
slash like literally it's a religious
rom-com dance religion movie.
rom-com.
Literally.
Yeah, so like it's
just a bunch of 20-year-olds watching this, and holy smokes, it was bad. Like, I hate to say it, like, no, because everyone's entitled to their opinion, but like, I feel bad because it's, to him it probably was like, oh, it's like his art, it's his project, he's projecting it, and you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I mean, to be fair, they got some great comments hyping this movie up in YouTube, and
a lot of people liked it.
Confusing, but anyway, so yeah, Roxanne's obviously watched this far, and I'm like, how bad could it be? I can't believe I sat through this type of movie, guys. It was just as bad as she described it. Confirmed. As from a less critical, I guess, as critical intensely in movies.
No, I'm an exaggerator. Like, I'm an exaggerator.
But you can like feel. I feel like you're like really passionate about like.
Well, I recognize good. Like, there's a difference between recognizing when a movie's good and bad and versus liking a movie.
Yeah, where I feel like I'll watch a movie and I'm like, didn't like that, but like I'll be like, whatever, you know. But unless it's really bad or really good, then I won't shut up about it. But
we won't get into the fact that you like some of the worst movies I've ever watched also, but continue.
Yeah, so watch this thing. So bad. Holy smokes, guys. I feel bad because, like, I mean, it's their first time, like, in the benefit of the doubt. That's fine. But like, it was, for the script was so cringy, and like,
not even, it just there's times where it didn't make sense. Like, there was just jump plot holes. And like, I understand the theory. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, he could be proud of himself for making a movie in the first place. Could I make a movie? Well, if I had a budget, probably. Yeah. But whatever. But anyways, it's just funny though, because it's like, even though it wasn't a great movie, like, from a movie standpoint, like, I'm not saying just like, oh, I didn't like what was happening. I'm saying, like, objectively, things you want in a movie and you look for in a movie and that make a movie entertaining, not it. But beyond that, there were so many moments that were just so, like, hilarious, because we just bonded over the parts that were so confusing, and then, like, so now we just have a inside joke that's like Yasu Jimmy, because they just randomly he started making her say that, like, his name was Jimmy, and he started making, what's her name? She was Faith. He started making Faith say Yasu Jimmy while they were dancing, and it was just, there's no context for it. It
was so weird. Like, the script wasn't good. The plot wasn't really good. Even the plot that they had, it didn't make sense. They didn't focus on it. It was jumping everywhere. That they didn't even, like, it was a religious movie. They went to Bible study. Did they show one clip of Bible study? No. I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. They kept flashing back to this scene of this man, a POV of this man lying on his bed, and it made no sense. They would flash back to this scene like every 5 minutes, and then immediately flash to stock footage of an office building, which I get they're showing the transition that he's no longer in bed, he's at the office, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to go from bed to office building. And I was sitting there, like, the editing was weird, the way the angles they filmed it, like, no, I don't know what the budget was, but like, there's a way that you can make, if you have a low budget, you can make, like, you don't have to have a high budget to produce a good thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know what his budget was, but even if it was low, he made it look like a low production thing. Like, there's ways you can make something, you can turn around it, or even if you had a low budget and you don't have the skills or the resources to make it appear high budget, if you have a good plot and a good storyline and good script, you don't technically need that budget, you don't need those resources, that can carry. But they did not have a strong script and plot. They did not have a strong resources to make it look like, it was just so weird. The scenes were weird.
It was just weak all around. Yeah, but we still had a great time watching, which was the most important part.
That's the best. It's like picking a movie like that, and it's not a comedy, but then you just make, when you're with friends and you just all find things to laugh at, it just becomes, it's a good time.
Yeah, so it's guaranteed. I'm never someone who, like, I'll never get upset over a bad movie, because Listen, at the end of the day, it was a form of entertainment. At the end of even though it was really bad, we left entertained. Be it as a result of what they were saying or what jokes we were cracking. Doesn't matter. We were having a good time. Yeah. So if you guys want to watch it, Faith, Hope, and Love, it's on Netflix. Yeah, we recommend it. Don't recommend. Not sponsored. Sponsor us after that, Jimmy. Jimmy. Yasu, Jimmy. Oh, it's so weird. It made me so uncomfortable in the movie. The revenge post, guys. There's this one scene. Spoiler! If you want to watch it, turn this off right now. There was this one scene where, like, the girl basically, so, like, it was clear that they were, like, feeling each other, but the girl was still talking to, like, someone else on one of the dating apps. So Vinny. And he called him Vinny the mobster. Yeah, and his full name was like Vincent D'Agostino. I remember that for some reason. But so then she was going on a date with him, but then she was talking to him and then he ignored her or something, and then he was like, Jimmy, who was like literally 20 years older than this girl, was like, you need to make a revenge post, and in the revenge post you need to have some canoodling, you need to have each other feeding each other food, you need to sit on each other's, get a picture sitting on each other's lap, and then get a picture with a kiss at the door, some door action. And it made me so freaking uncomfortable. And then the scene where they're at the door and then they're like gonna go door action, and then they get the door action and she has like the selfie like this while they're like and I was like, oh my god. And then they're full on getting door action and she's still flashing pictures with the camera and the flash is going off. I'm like, you're not taking pictures. Like, it was so weird and so uncomforting. There's randomly a guy from Seinfeld in this movie, and I was like, damn, like going from like one of the top shows to this movie. I recommend you check it out just to check it out. I can't say that it's a good recommendation, but it's not a movie you want to watch alone. You want to be with people that you can still have a good time with. And be like, this is ridiculous. So but that's our movie review of the week. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was a fun little short one, and hope you guys come back next week for a video, and the week after that another podcast. But yeah, guys, and with that, and remember, kids, don't do too much.